take a look at our air pollution. Yeah, so it's all swooping into the mountains, killing all the goats. All right, good with that. Yeah, we're not going to take advantage of this. So, I'm assuming this is oil, but I don't think we've actually unlocked the oil specialized industry yet. No. But what we can do, since we are now a grande village, we can go into production and see the raw resources that people want. And that includes, there's some demand for rock. 29 tons a month, which right now is being imported from outside the city. So those industries are working. But we can go and make our own rock quarry. So I propose this area over here in the mountains, we make it look like a little bit of a rock quarry. Let us see the city at night. Oh yeah, I have the day-night cycle turned off. Gameplay? Gameplay. Day-night visuals. There we are. Oh yeah, hold on. Suddenly making the transition from day to night takes, like, the way the visual effects run is like that. The other thing you can do is if you go into your photo mode, you can just choose any time of day you want. At any time. It's high noon! Alright, it's back to night. Yeah, and that's what's really funny is when you move over, it's like, okay, hold on. There we go. City skylines. Night. And if I do this, there we go, we can hide these UI elements. Do sort of a slow move. Ooh. The citizens are so confused. Is this some sort of eclipse? But I think for our purposes, I think it's going to be better to just work in the day while we work. We can do night mode screenshots. Yes, our purposes. Now, I can change the landfill section over here. We probably will, but let's wait on that. Let's go and make a rock industry over here. Rock! Do you want a rock? So, with the specialized industry, what you're doing is you're plopping down the main work building, and then you're going to find a zone, very much like what we did with the landfill over here. So, we can just have it fill this little corner angle that we're probably not otherwise going to work with. Let me turn off the overlay here, because we don't actually care about these natural resources. We don't have anything to do. I'm going to click to here and then do that, because it'll still allow us to do some zoning there. Okay, harvestable natural resource. I thought it said it could do it anywhere. Let's be set up anywhere to produce stone. It's saying 0, so I don't know if I'm a little concerned. Does it not work here? I haven't built one of these yet. Tell you what, let's let this finish. Let's go to here. We'll sort of see if it's working or not. Get some more industry in there. All right, got 12 employees. We might see some action happen at some point. I don't know. Oh, I should have gone right to the corner here. Okay, I still can. Oh, it's outside of its reach. Oh, okay, well, some trucks are arriving here. For whatever that might be worth. Although you don't have any cargo. We'll give it a little while and see what happens. Yeah, we could buy a mountain tile. Maybe we do need that. And maybe there's something. Well, we'll give it a minute and we'll come back to it. Otherwise, oh my god, so much housing, including high density residential. Okay, where should that be? Do we replace this medium density row housing behind the commercial area? We build a new one? And we can take another look at the production page. That's a good point. To see if any rock production is happening. Oh, and it is! Yeah, and we get a surplus and it's going to be sold. Okay, so rock production is happening. Because like, I guess it's just a little misleading. It said 0, like, harvestable resources, but the thing is it doesn't need harvestable resources. So I guess that's okay, which is worrying seeing that number in there, but it is functional. And presumably, we're going to start seeing some resources accumulate here if we keep watching for vehicles coming in and out of this place. Some of which might be getting delivered, well, I mean, not the hatchback, but some of them might be getting delivered to local industry and everything, which is going to be great to see. There's plenty of free time. So that's really interesting, because I know one of the things you can do, our city over here and our city policies, we'll be able to, okay, not here. I think if we make a zone, so if we make an area, let me just define a little area over here. We'll delete it after probably something. So we make an area called Concord Field. And in here, one of the things we'll be able to unlock later on is recycling. And it says citizens in the area are encouraged to recycle, but this reduces the amount of used resources, but decreases free time. So I actually don't know, like, how that balance works. Like, if people are stuck in traffic, do they lose some free time as well? Like, is that all part of a thing? I'm curious. Okay. Yeah, it did say there was 0 harvestable resources when the rock, but that's because they don't need anything. Like how the main building change is cool. So yeah, where do we put the apartments? What do people say about that? Rock mugs for our industry, you're right. Big housing development near the water. I mean, we could have tons of apartments along this water here. I could also, like, just move a little bit, create an area here that might start to feel a little bit more higher end. Can you build a harbor is an excellent question that I don't know the answer to. There is water thing here. It's currently locked away. So there's a harbor there. Oh, I could actually unlock it. Grand Village is all we need. So theoretically, we could build a harbor here to presumably get industrial goods in and out into our little poop bay. Poop Harbor. And apartments of Poop Bay. Poop Bay apartments. We could build some here. So in a city, I mean, a lot of times the high density stuff is in a centralized area, or you will find it in, like, what are considered higher value areas, like the waterfront and things. Kind of tempted to put them back here. I think the, like, higher land prices are also a good place to do that. That's citizen wealth. Land value. So the bluer it is, the higher the value it is. And apparently this area is higher land value. I wonder why. Slightly more elevated? Why is the land value considered so good here? Bring it! I'm gonna build the apartments back here. Oh! We're actually not building fancy places. We're building low rent housing. High density probably, but not fancy. Maybe they should be right next to the poop lake. Normalize low rent properties, nice locations. Still lots of demand for low and medium density. But the high density just went away. In fact, here's the thing. Like, it was maxed out. I think these bars are relevant not to the overall population of the city, but to how much zoning of that type there is. So like 2 of these low rent buildings are starting to be built, and that bar went away. I think it was like maxed out because there wasn't any of it yet. Although we don't have any offices, and it's only midway, so I'm not sure. I'm going to develop more here. I think we want to break up some of these straight lines now. I think we're going to do more curvy stuff back here along these cliffs and things, maybe. We saw a pop-up about rating ran too high. Or maybe, actually, maybe I do straights, but on a different bias. I think I kind of like that. Well, that is very cliffy here. Money for Essentia, money for Essentia.
Hi Quill, I've been watching your videos since the release of SimCity 2013. It's been 10 years. Thanks for all the great content.
Lieutenant Pinda, thank you very much! Yeah, that has been a while. I mean, what a great time for that comment to come out too, right? It's like, SimCity 2013. The thing that made everyone love City Skylines for how it wasn't SimCity 2013. Now, we could do a little landscaping here so we don't end up with some bridges and stuff, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Thank you very much for that. The thing is, there was actually a couple of fun things. There was some interesting gamification in SimCity 2013. And honestly, some of the stuff that came later in CS1 and is now out of the box in CS2 with the zones and like the resource nodes and the upgradable buildings, those are things I think we first saw in SimCity 2013. Like, there was some good concepts in there. But so much of the game was a disaster. So much of it. The zones were so small, the forced multiplayer. Although the forced multiplayer, I do sort of have to give thanks to, because on release day, because the servers were completely incompetent, no one could play the game, but I had happened to luck in, and so I had a bajillion viewers because no one could play the game. I think we had something like 13 or 14,000 people in the live stream. It's like, okay, this is a thing that is happening. How do I feel about this? I think I feel. Yeah. Now, what I want is I want the 90-degree snap over here, but we don't actually have an indicator about our snap angle. In fact, it's not snapping there. But, okay, hold on. If I turn off, I think it's because it's snapping to zone length. No, I don't know what it's snapping to. Existing geography? Snapping side of buildings. There's still something chunky going on. Zone grid. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let me turn these back on. Oh, that's the on. And then we turn that off. And that is still snapping to some things, but okay. This. Bam. Ooh, no, it definitely did not line up. Turn off all snapping again. Do snap to the road. There. I think I'm okay with this. Oh, we've unlocked parks finally. Thank you, because I want to go and build a few of these. You know what I realized I also never did is I never did build the road maintenance depot. So let's get that, 'cause some of our older roads, and there's a lot of traffic in this one. Look at this. The road is in terrible shape. I don't know. I don't know if it slows down traffic. I think it might be responsible for accidents. Yeah, we need to do a little bit of that. Now, the road maintenance depot can probably basically be anywhere. I mean, I guess a little bit more centralized will help things. What I'll probably do, I think, is build it over here, because it'll be on a relatively major avenue. It should be able to get places fairly quickly, especially as we maybe build something off of this roundabout to maybe connect back over here or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it down there. Those vehicles will go out and do maintenance all over the roads. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, I was just reminded because I saw the park maintenance depot, which we might do. So right now we got small parks, small plazas, small playgrounds, dog parks, and campfire sites. I'm going to put down a dog park there. And then we're going to get a small park there. Another small park over here. Dog park and a small playground right in here. Groovy. All right, so that should make some people happier. So Quill is now in charge of Parks and Recs. Yeah. Oh, they're parking houses. So I don't know if we've unlocked. Is that under here? Parking spaces. I haven't gone and unlocked that node, but yeah, there's a bunch of parking stuff. Oh. So all these parking lots, then overground parking building, underground parking building, automated parking building. Very cool stuff. So it's fall, 3 degrees. I think we are in an area that might get snowy. We'll look at the hilltops. One of the things you can do is with the terraforming tool, like you can go and build some very high terrain. And you can have some interesting control over your town, depending on what the temperature is where you are. Have like snowy areas and non-snowy areas together. There are people walking around. Let's do let's follow this hatchback. Oh, it's a hatchback with a caravan. This might be an intersection that needs a little bit of love. And of course, it makes sense that this is a very busy intersection. How are you going to park with this caravan? Do we think the caravan is just going to disappear when we arrive somewhere? Oh, the reflections are pretty impressive, actually. Yeah, that's street parking. Sort of thing that leads to like parking in hell later on. I mean, should we unlock parking lots and start putting some down now? I mean, these streets always allow street parking. We might be able to do that with a zone limitation, or just use different types of streets. A bit of a wait over here. Okay, this is a busy intersection. Why so busy? It might just be a bunch of people moving in. We'll put that a roundabout here. Oh, they're trying to turn into this big apartment building. You know what? I haven't really done a lot of the high density stuff. Yeah, I think it's tons of people moving in simultaneously. That was the same thing you'd see in CS1. These temporary traffic waves as people move into a big new neighborhood all at the same time. And then it sort of softened. Maybe place parking areas where there are many cars parked on the street. Yeah, I wonder if you start to get a complaint about like lack of parking at some point. Transportation, telecom. I mean, there's just traffic. I don't see an icon that implies parking to me. And again, yeah, we're going to see all these commercial areas complain about not enough customers. Again, known bug. May or may not be fixed for release, depending on how confident they're feeling in the QA that, you know, they're not going to break anything with it. Yeah, this is a really busy area. I guess that's what I get for burying some high-density housing so deep into the city. So that's fair. All right, let's consider working on that. So that, first of all, things don't have to drive all the way down here to reach it. Again, it might just be a big moving in wave, but there are some high-density buildings over here. There's going to be some stuff coming out. So what do we do about it? Well, first of all, I propose that we get rid of this intersection connection over here. Could even consider getting rid of this one. But I don't want people trying to get to this building by driving down these little side streets. We could roundabout all these as well. But also just eliminating some of the intersections is a pretty strong idea. We could just drop some buses as well. That's very true. Passenger harbor, I'm not sure that would be helpful. We can also change the flow so we can roundabout here and then access something here. I kind of think I want to make use of this highway connection to bring things in over here. All right, let's pause a sec. Let's make a few modifications. Let's get rid of this. Let's go with what am I looking for? 4-lane road. Comes off of this. It comes in here. Yeah. We might upgrade this stuff to maybe a 4-lane road too. I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do about that. Yeah. Can we upgrade? In the way. Let me just move you to this side of the road there, buddy. What I like about this is we choose sort of what lane to grow out of, so it gives us a little bit more flexibility now when trying to upgrade roads from one type to another, because that used to be an issue. Now, the part of it might be let's not have high density area buried so deeply into our city, but let's see what we can do to save the situation. And yeah, I don't know if there's any reason for this residential area to really have a connection over here. Although, if they are going to the industrial zone, they might need a better path to get there. Because right now, they would leave here, go all the way over here, and do that. Maybe we can do one connection over here. Or maybe in the back here. They could come here and then drive up and down this little bit. And then also consider adding in some busing. Oh, this road here was never square to these. Let's redo this. Unacceptable. Is it still? It's 90 degrees off this. Wait, is one of these roads not square? So let's turn our snap modes back on. Maybe that's part of it. Okay, it's 90 degrees. We're going to continue going this way. 180 degrees off that one. Good. And then 180 degrees off that one. Okay. There we are. Bulldoze the whole city and start over.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.